My elementary students are so excited for the new HBO show, Harry Potter. What else? Not House of the Dragon. It's hard as someone who is very familiar with J.K. Rowling's anti-trans sentiments to know what to say. Where do you land? I guess how I feel is this is something that is very special to the kids, Harry Potter and the world, and I don't feel like crushing that for them. If it were an adult, maybe I'd feel differently and be like, hey, you know what she said, right? But with kids who are just experiencing the magic and the joy, and some of them have affinity for the movies, some of them do not. So I guess I just feel like this is their first like visual reference for Harry Potter. Like they've read the books, they're super excited, and now they get to like experience the world. My thoughts on how good it looks or does not look are not relevant here. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm wondering how other people feel, if they feel like it's irresponsible of them not to mention to people like, hey, the creator of this world has been pretty virulently anti-trans, because she has, first of all. But it's just, I guess sometimes it's hard to make every conversation like guilting and shaming, not because it's uncomfortable, because look, you gotta get uncomfortable sometimes. But I've just found that when you try to guilt and shame people into not doing something, it seems like it doesn't work a lot of the time. Like what I find is more effective is coming from your own point of view and saying like, hey, here's how I feel about her. Here's how she makes me feel. Here's how my friends respond to like what she's been saying. If you try to make it like, well, you're a bad person for watching it, it just doesn't go over well. I know the phrase cancel culture has been very overused, but I think what is useful to learn from cancel culture is that some people just like what they like and are not going to be talked out of it. And I think that's sort of part and parcel here of knowing an audience that will hear you and respond and be like, I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me. I'm going to rethink like whether I support her work. And an audience of elementary school children is not that. They are not thinking that high level. They are just trying to enjoy the wands, enjoy the magic, enjoy the, I was about to say the Gryffindors as though they were griffins. Enjoy the broomsticks, we'll call it that. So I think there are times when you do need to have the tough conversation with someone about it. Like, hey, this person that you're supporting, you need to know what they're about. And then there are times where I feel like that message will be lost. One, because they're just an audience who won't understand because of their age, or because they're just stubborn and you're never going to get through. Now that I'm on social media more and more, I do see that there are some fights you cannot win, and not all fights are worth fighting. Pick your battles, I heard when I was a little kid, and I think that phrase has never been more true. It doesn't mean you don't care about what you care about. It just means that you can do your best to estimate, when do I think what I'm saying will resonate, get through, make the change, and when am I just doing something to feel like I'm doing something, feel like I'm being active, but I'm not actually making any sort of difference. So with my elementary students, they can enjoy J.K. Rowling's magic as shown in Harry Potter. They can enjoy that book series. And then when they're 18 and of voting age, I can be like, hey, listen, here's what I have been holding back on telling you. But for now, I think I want them to be happy.